Hey everybody, Sean here from VidGamiac.com. Here we are today in Retro Tanks, and I'm going to be showing you the two-controller trick to get all of the mode-related achievements. So what this first requires you to do is you need to make sure you beat the game up to the last level. Then what you want to do is you want to plug in a second controller and then hit continue. This is going to put you on level 50. If you play the last level with a second controller, what you can do is you could basically let the final boss kill one of the players, then pick up whatever controller is still alive, and as you can see, the last boss does not try to attack us. So you could just finish him off and get the first achievement, which is to beat normal mode. And thanks to the continue feature, you can actually just play the last level using this same two controller trick to get the rest of the mode related achievements. So back in the game, go to continue and then go to co-op. This time we're going to load up on hard, and then we're going to load in with both controllers. Make sure you run the first player in and get them killed, and then just finish off the boss with the second controller. As you can see, they don't fight back, so you can just slowly work on destroying him one shot at a time. Be a little careful, you still can kill yourself with a ricocheting bullet, so don't go too trigger happy. Just make sure you pick your shots slowly and you should be able to whittle them down. Hard is probably going to be the longest mode to do because the boss has a ton of health, so just be a little careful on this. Utilize your landmines if you want, but we are going to be very careful with our shot selection and making sure each of them hits him without ricocheting off the wall and trying to kill us. So just slowly work on taking him out, and once you do, you should have the hard mode done, and that's going to be the hardest of the 6 modes to do. Then we're going to move on to the other game modes. So you should get your achievement for hard mode, 50 gamer score. Back out on the main menu, still with your second controller, we're going to load up the first of the specialty modes. So once again, load in, make sure you set the game to co-op, and then set the game mode to bombs. This game mode has us pretty much fighting last boss without shooting, but we do have access to infinite bombs or landmines. So same thing, make sure you kill off one of your 2 controllers, and then with the remaining controller, just make sure you start planting a bunch of landmines in front of the boss, and hopefully they should hit him. Keep in mind that no matter what controller kills the boss, you should get the achievement on your main profile, since you don't have to sign in to the second controller in order to play. You can just play this with 2 controllers per profile. So this one's going to also require a bit of patience because the bombs do take a while to blow up, so I recommend making a trail or trying to circle the last boss with landmines. Obviously, make sure once you set off a landmine, make sure you back up because you can kill yourself using your own landmine, so be a little careful, don't get too trigger happy, and you should be able to blow them up with a ton of patience. Once you do, you should get the bomb mode achievement, another 50 gamer score for this one, and then it's going to be on to the next specialty mode. So back on the main menu, go back into the game, set the thing to co-op, and then we're going to play invisible. So on invisible mode, pretty much the last boss is just going to be invisible. However, you can still see him thanks to this smoke trail. So just make sure you follow the smoke trail. Be a little careful. He seems to be a little more trigger happy on this game mode, firing ricocheting bullets a lot. So obviously what you want to do is you want to try to be careful with your bullets and don't cause too many bullets to be on screen at once. So just like on hard mode, you just kind of want to stay close and make sure you fire sparingly and don't fire off all your bullets at once. Once you beat that, you should get this achievement, 450 gamer score. Then we are on to the next game mode. So again, co-op, make sure you use the continue feature. This one's going to be speed, where everyone's going to move twice as fast. This one's going to be a little hard since the game is going to play a little sporadic. Be very careful with your bullets here. Things can get out of hand in a handbasket really quickly. So try your best to be careful, although it's kind of hard since everyone is going to move really fast. So try your best to take advantage of the corners and limit your movement the best you can, and basically try to slowly chip away at the boss using long range shots, and that should give us the penultimate achievement. 50 gamer score for this one. We have one more, which is going to be perspective mode, which is going to be the same as normal mode, although it shifts the camera view from overhead to isometric. So this one's actually quite easy. So there's no real gimmicks with this one other than a camera change. So just make sure you take out the boss like normal. This one is probably the easiest one to do of the 6, but once you manage to finish him off, you should be good for the final mode related achievement. There it is, another 50 gamer score. So 6 achievements, 50 points apiece, and that's all there is to it.